This one has a lot of ingredients. This is what we will need to make the Nutter Butter, I'm going to call it a pie. But you can call it whatever you want. But this is everything you'll need for it. Don't worry, everything will be in the description box as well. I have my little cheese grater. I am just going to grate this Hershey's bar into the bowl, just so I can have it. I want to put it in the refrigerator or the freezer, it doesn't matter. But my hands are always so hot that I will melt this bar of chocolate. It's crazy. So I just want to scrape it. You can do swirls or whatever. If you want to do bigger parts of the swirls, I recommend doing dark chocolate. I had to go to the Dollar General because I forgot I ran out of cream cheese. So I had to get some cream cheese. But you could do like dark chocolate. You could do bigger. Let me see. Do I have a potato peeler? Let me see. I don't have a potato peeler, but if I had a potato peeler, you could use like the sides of it, or even the way I'm doing it. But this is going to be fine. This is just for decoration. You don't even have to do this if you don't want to. That's entirely up to you. Whoops. Maybe I'll go back the other way. Go back doing it this way. We need a 1/3 cup of butter to go in here. It says 22 Oreos. Well, I just used the whole package. So I'm just going to take this and stick it in the microwave for 30 seconds and get the butter in with the Nutter Butters. Maybe that'll help get some aroma out. Intensify the flavor. So our butter is melted. I'm just going to give this a good stir. Smell that? I do recommend putting all of it in the microwave. It's amazing how I don't know that is enough butter. Like, you know how you buy like the packaged things for the no-bake cream cheese, and you're like, man, is that really going to be enough butter for those graham cracker crumbs? But in all actuality, it really is. You just got to trust the process of it. Something I don't do very well. Like, I want to add some more butter to this so badly, but I'm not going to. Plus, I added 2 more cookies in there than what it actually stated. So maybe I was a little heavy-handed on my 1/3 cup of cutting on the butter stick. But look at there. I think we did it. So now this is going to go in the bottom of the pan. Now, for you, I am going to double the innards, the mixture portion of it. I'm just going to do the normal amount of crust. Just want to spread it out really good. And then take some form of something to smash it together. I wonder if I can get like, I can do this. Get it to go up a little bit. I'm heavy-handed anyway. I guess I should have sprayed the bottom of this thing, huh? Yep, I should have. You would think it has enough grease on it now. Let me take this and rub some butter on it. I don't know if this will work or not. We're going to see. Just pound it down until it's all even to your liking. Do it with your hand, do it with whatever you got. And then we're going to take the hot fudge and we're going to melt it. I'm going to keep this and we're going to pour the hot fudge over it. I hope this is enough. See how much hot fudge we should have. 1/3 cup of hot fudge topping. We've got plenty. I'm going to add whatever is left in that container because I don't know what else I would use it for. I'm going to take this because I just reread the directions. I'm telling y'all, I could read something 50 million thousand times and still find something that I missed. I think I really struggle on the comprehension part. But it says to put this in a 350-degree oven for 6 to 8 minutes. Well, I didn't preheat my oven, so I'm just going to crank it up, and by the time it gets to 500 degrees, it should be good to go. So remember, I am doubling the ingredients in the middle, not the graham cracker crust, but this. It says in a medium bowl, mix 2 cups of milk. Well, that's all the milk I have in there. So, and then I'm doing 2 packs of vanilla pudding, and we just want to mix this together. Not miss it together, mix it together. Oops. All right, I've got my mixer. I'm just going to mix this together. Woo. In this bowl, you're going to put your sweetened condensed milk in here along with your peanut butter and your cream cheese. Remember, I am doubling this to make it single. It will be in the description box, okay? Wait 50 years for this to come out of the container. Sweetened condensed milk should be in a plastic container like the frosting comes in. Somebody get a hold of whoever Eagle brand is. Tell them that's a good idea. But I bet you can't put it in plastic because it will not last as long. And the way you have to process it and can it is different. You need something that can hold under pressure. But the sugar content should make it okay. All right. 2 cups of peanut butter and an 8-ounce thing of cream cheese. To me, that looks like 2 cups of peanut butter. I am not sticking that peanut butter in a measuring cup. I'm not going to fight with it. Then we want to whisk this together. Let me take it back out. Whisk this together until it's well incorporated. So it says to stir in the pudding mixture. Heavens to Betsy. I'm not stirring it in. I am going to whisk it with this whisker thing right here. It's not going to hurt it. It may add a little bit more air to it and make it fluffier. Could you imagine stirring this in, how heavy that would be? All this thick pudding. Why is vanilla pudding yellow instead of white? Just going to mix this together. I highly, highly, highly recommend you using a mixer. Look at that. You think you're going to get any hand stirring with that? Use the mixer, y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I got my breadcrumbs. I got my Nutter Butters out of the oven. I told you, by the time it hit 500 degrees, it'd be fine. I am going to pour in. This is still warm, the fudge, but the Nutter Butter is really warm, so I'm hoping that it will spread easy. Who knows? I'm probably going to regret it and wish that I would have stuck it back in the microwave to get it back hot. So it'll be like lava. The floor is lava. Did your kids ever play that? My kids were a little older when that came out. I don't know how this is going to work. We're supposed to smear this around. And it was only 1/3 of a cup, which isn't much. But heavens to Betsy, y'all. Let's see. Well, do the best you can, okay? Use the whole jar of fudge. Maybe if this was a pie pan, it would work better. Who knows? But as you see, I need more hot fudge and I don't have any. Maybe if we just keep working at it, it'll happen. I don't know. I think I'm just making more of a mess, to be quite honest with you. All right. Just want to get all of it off that spatula. I'd rather it go in somebody's tummy than down my drain. All right, we're going to set this to the side. Now we are going to add in our heavy whipping cream into this bowl. I'm going to use about 2.5 cups. How about this recipe says to whisk it by hand. I know they funny, right? So in we go with this. Once you get somewhat ready, those stiff peaks, you want to add in a little bit of sugar. It says a tablespoon. Remember, I doubled this, so I'm going to add a little bit more than that, but not that much. Also, I reread, and it says using a whisk attachment. I guess I was going to be like Captain Hook and have it attached to my hand. Now it says to take half of this mixture. Chef Jean-Pierre would say I got a little rough on the beat in there. I was about ready to make some butter. But we are going to add half of this mixture, which I probably now wish that I would have made more. But I have some Cool Whip. I might, you know, just put all this on and then that's what I'm going to do. I'll put all this in here and then I'll put Cool Whip on top. But yours will be different if you follow the directions. You are going to technically add in the half and half. So it really makes a small pie. but I like to make a lot of stuff, especially when it comes to desserts, because my friends, my co-workers at work, they love desserts. So, but who doesn't? Who doesn't love sugar? It's like the worst drug of all. It's terrible. So just want to mix this together. Make it a little airy and fluffy. So this is really a peanut butter pie with Nutter butter crust. That's what we're going to call it. So I'm just going to fold this in, and then we're going to pour it on top. And finally, we're done with it. It takes about 50,000 dishes. So just be prepared. Make sure your dishwasher is empty. Me, I have to wash as I go because I don't have a dishwasher. So every dish I dirty, I get the pleasure of washing it by hand. So I just stand here and talk to myself and think to myself, which is a pretty scary, a pretty scary thing to do, especially if you ever get in my head. Whoo, doggy, are you in for a treat? But this looks delicious, I must say. But we're going to find out what it tastes like at work. I don't have Alyssa here no more, or Mark, to taste the yummy goodness, so I think that's good. What do y'all think? You see any white? I don't. All right, this is supposed to be cool. Is it cool? Absolutely not. So would you expect anything more from me? We're just going to put all this mixture in there. I didn't mix it very well on the bottom. I'm just now discovering that. Can y'all see anything I'm doing? Probably not, because I got the bowl like right there. But look at that. Ooh. That's a feeling if there ever was one. But that's what's going to be good. And they're not going to cut it out by any, you know, pretty little square. Boy, they're going to get in here and they're going to dive in there with a spoon. That's what they're going to do. And then some of them are going to come up there with just a spoon and eat it. That's how they do it. That's how my friends do it there. Makes me feel like family. It's really good when you can be far away from your home and still feel like family where you're currently at. All right. Look at there. Now let's get the, and this needs to go in the refrigerator and sit for at least 2 to 4 hours. I'm going to leave mine overnight just because I'm taking it to work. But let's get the Cool Whip. Let me wash this. Y'all, this thing is heavy as the dickens. All right, so I have our Cool Whip. Just want to mix it up a little bit before I put it on here. It's just going to be a thin layer, I tell you. I mean, I can make some more heavy cream, but I'm not going to do it. We're going to work with what we got. I'm going to save this for a Tupperware bowl. All right. Just want to spread it out nice and thin. Technically, probably need 2. Doesn't that look good? I did it. Now let me get the sprinkles. So I have our little sprinkles here. Just gonna put some chocolate. This is the Hershey's chocolate bar. I put it in the freezer. But like I said, if you have a potato peeler, that would be better, because then you can make nice long squiggly things of it. I don't have a potato peeler. I do at home, but not here in Kentucky. All right, there it is. In the refrigerator goes. See you guys tomorrow with the taste test.
I hope my grandma's videos give you a yummy in your tummy and a smile on your heart. Don't forget to subscribe.